Hello and welcome to The Takeaway with Tyra. Thank you for joining me today. Now, so that you don't miss out on any of my updates, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also like hearing from you, so go ahead and like and comment. My guests are always exciting and have great things to share with us. What I do on this show is I have one guest and I ask them one question. Then they get the floor. So here we go. Okay, thank you for joining me today on The Takeaway. And my guest is Redfern, all the way from the UK. Red, thank you so much for joining me today.
You're welcome, Tyra. Lovely to be with you as always.
Good. Well, you know, there is such a buzz happening about ONPASSIVE, the talk of the town, if you will. People are getting really excited because this company is growing massively. So I know for founders, because of the position they're going to be in, things are going to radically change. So what I want to ask you today, Red, is what's going to happen with the founders once ONPASSIVE launches. Now you've got the floor for about 15 minutes, so take it away.
Okay, thanks very much. It's a very good question, actually, and one a lot of founders ask, because obviously they know what they're doing at the moment in this pre-launch stage as far as being founders is concerned. But as you rightly say, what exactly are they going to have to do when we launch to the public? Well, for a start, all founders will become a customer stroke reseller, so that the day that we launch to the world, within your back office, okay, you will fund your account to activate it. At the moment, we know this is going to be around about the $250 mark. It might be less, it might be more, but around about that. And once you have done that, there's going to be a tick box within that account somewhere that invites you to become a reseller of the digital products and services of ONPASSIVE. Okay, and this is what is going to differentiate you from being just a customer and a reseller. So at the moment, we're all founders, and at the day that we launch to the world, you activate your account and then we become a founder stroke reseller. Okay, so that's the first thing that you will have to do as a founder, is to tick that box and become a reseller of the digital products and services. Now, once that's done, then really it's entirely up to you how much or little that you want to do. Now, remember, part of the reason that everybody got involved or gets involved with ONPASSIVE is, number one, they want to earn a residual income from ONPASSIVE doing all the work for us. Now, this for many people is the reason they have joined, because they don't like recruiting, they don't like selling anything, blah, 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 all the rest of the things. So ONPASSIVE ticks that box of what they want out of it. So this is when we activate our account. ONPASSIVE gets to work on our behalf by using the traffic source and the artificial intelligence that's going to target people who are actively looking for one of the ONPASSIVE products and services. If they click on your link, which is going to be used by ONPASSIVE, okay, that person then drops into your customer base underneath you, and guess what? You earn a commission from it. How cool is that? Now, obviously, if you are excited about this opportunity, you've started earning some money, you want to tell your family, friends, and anybody else that you want to about it, you can accelerate that earning potential immensely by sharing this opportunity with other people. Now, obviously, once we launch to the world, there is no more founders positions, but that resellers position is still available. So not only can people be customers, they can also be resellers, but they cannot be a founder. So this is one of the main importance and things that differentiate a reseller to a founder, is that once we launch to the world, no more founders, only resellers and customers. Obviously, the founder position, you get a slightly higher traffic source as well. So if you are excited about this and you want to tell your friends and family about it, pretty easy. You'll have the links in your back office like we do now, and this will invite people to become a reseller of the products and services. Not only that as well, during all of the campaigns, if a customer comes in, ONPASSIVE will be monetizing that customer by saying, hey, listen guys, you like the product, you bought it, now you can actually earn some money from it by becoming a reseller. And guess what, that customer is going to look at the reseller's position and think, yeah, I can actually make some money out of this just by doing what ONPASSIVE suggests, and they will become resellers as well. So it's a win-win situation. So basically, just to recap of what you have to do as a founder once we launch to the world. Number one thing is activate that account. There will be a time period to do this in, but remember, the earlier you can do it, the quicker you can start withdrawing that money, because you might be in a situation where you personally haven't activated your account, but you might have people in your team who have. So that money is going to show in your own wallet, but unfortunately, until you activate that account, you can't touch it. Okay, so have that money to one side, ready to activate that account as soon as possible, and then you can start withdrawing that income from day one. So that's the first thing that everyone has to do. And the second thing is obviously continue to share this opportunity with other people, because this will cut your time frame to get to whatever that residual income is. Remember, there is no pressure on you doing this. It's entirely up to you. It can be a completely passive income if you want it to be. But if you are looking to earn an amount of money from it, then obviously get to work and invite other people. It's as simple as that.
Oh my goodness. You know, just listening to that, you realize the enormity of coming in as a founder. Yes, there's benefits. We're going to have customers, we're going to have resellers, and as you said, we're going to become resellers. But the position of a founder is the top level, if you will.
There's a lot of things that people don't really understand the importance of what being a founder means. A is you have that badge that nobody can ever take away from you as a founder of ONPASSIVE. Could you imagine having the same badge of somebody saying, I'm a founder of Microsoft or I'm a founder of Apple? Well, guys, we are here on that pinnacle right now of having a company that will be as large as these other people in years to come. And you, as a founder, are going to have that badge of importance to say that you are a founder in ONPASSIVE. A couple of other things as well is that as a founder, we get a slightly larger traffic source than a reseller would. That's what number one. The other thing as well is we get priority positioning within the company payment system, which is separate from our own endeavors. And this will be from the company marketing and advertising and other ways that the company will be making money. And our positioning within the company payment system is only for founders. It's not for anybody else. Okay. We'll also have our own individual back office. Okay. This nobody else can be in that. It's only for founders. It's not for resellers. It's not for customers. And within that, we will have individual things for us. For instance, I know that there's going to be lives around the world. There is going to be get-togethers around the world, and this will only be for founders. So there's a lot of benefit plus bonuses, all the rest of it, that is only going to be for founders. And for the sake of that $97 entry point right now to become a founder until we launch, it really is a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's so small. Like when you consider for $97 plus a $250 or less subscription, you can be a part and have for yourself a $1,000,000,000,000 company. Like the potential is huge.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, you need to remember as well, we are founders, and the reason we are founders is we are helping to found the company. But in return, Ash Mufareh said, as a founder, you are also a partner within the company. And that is a massive, massive, massive deal. There is no shareholders. We're not going to be on the stock exchange. We are a privately owned family business. And all the money has been generated from Ash Mufareh's family to fund this endeavor, which means that we are not beholden to anybody. And that is such a massive deal nowadays, where you haven't got to pay out to backers, sponsors, shareholders, etc. And this also means, as a founder, such a large proportion of any profit the company makes, guess where it's going to go, guys? It's going to come to us. Ash Mufareh has already said he'll be taking out money to pay for his staff and the offices, etc. He'll be putting aside a bit of money for future endeavors and researching, and the rest of it comes to us. Most companies don't like giving money to any of their resellers or affiliates, maybe only 5 or 10%. But here's a little snippet for you. Amazon, which is the largest online business at the moment, in their period of time, which is about 20 years, they have produced 40,000 millionaires, and they don't even want to give their profits away. Ash Mufareh, our CEO and founder, he wants us all to be successful. Just imagine how many millionaires there will be within ONPASSIVE in the years to come. Mind-boggling.
Oh, that is so true, Red. Like when a person just sits and thinks about it. I mean, even if you consider alone the cost of advertising, and here the company will be doing all of that, and globally, like they're not going to do small potatoes. They are going to be putting it out and really building. And how many companies do you know before launch are over 750,000 members? I mean,
Yeah.
that alone that are going to turn into customers and resellers. Wow.
I mean, the whole concept of ONPASSIVE is amazing anyway, but there is so many levels and differences to it that stand us alone from any other company. Now, obviously, traffic is a major deal for us, and this is what we are paying for, is to get that traffic. But what will be happening in the future, instead of us paying to advertise somewhere else, people will be paying to advertise with us, because we have such a large customer base, right? Because we can then reach out to over 100 million people. Companies will be coming to us to say, hey, listen, can I advertise with you? Because I can get my product or service out to 100 million people. Now, that's unheard of, is for a company within the first year to get to that pinnacle and that large amount of customer base. No one's ever done it before. And this is why everything to do with ONPASSIVE has been meticulously thought out by our CEO. Everything has been tried to make sure that it works before we launch to the world. And this is one of the reasons why it is taking such a long time to launch, is because once we go live, that's it. There's no turning back. So we can't go back and revisit anything. We want it to go with a bang from day one. And this includes us as founders earning that residual income. And the only way we can do that is by customers being happy with the company, products and services.
Yes, truly, truly. Well, that's something that I absolutely love about Ash Mufareh, about yourself in being part of the leadership team, is that it's about people winning. It's not about you're trying to step on my head to get ahead or vice versa. it is, you had mentioned it earlier, it is truly a win-win company.
Yeah, I mean, myself personally, I haven't done anything personally with OnPassive for well over a year and a half now. Everything that I do, the interviews I do and the webinars I do, everything I do is for one thing and one thing only, and that is for the good and benefit of the founders and the company. I don't work on myself and my team. I haven't done for a long time. They obviously are connected with me, but I haven't been out doing anything with that because I can see a big picture here. And the big picture that I want here is for the company to succeed, because I know if the company succeeds, guess what? We all succeed. And that is my focus. And I feel very privileged and proud to be part of the Leadership Council, and hopefully long may it continue.
Oh, that is so marvelous, Red. This has just been excellent. I really appreciate how you explained, because as a founder, it is such an exclusive position. And going forward, of course, the heart of Ashmufara, the heart of the whole company, just as you have your logo behind you, a big heart, it is about helping people and caring about people. And founders are going to find their buckets of apples getting filled faster than they know what to do with. But how Ash and everybody in this company is constantly promoting help someone else. Once your bottom line is done, go help someone else. So how can a company like that not win? It's just a perfect philosophy in my mind.
Yeah, it's a unique philosophy, one that's never been tried before. Well, one that's never been, it might have been tried before, but it's certainly never been done before online. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, the greed attitude of many, many companies and people who are associated with those companies take precedent over the normal person. Ashmufara's put something together here that is affordable and reachable for absolutely everyone. There is no surprise that he bought that figure in of $97 to represent the 97% who do not make it online. There's only ever 3%, and normally that's the person who has got big followings or a bigger financial base than other people. The average Joe on the street, the likes of you and me, never ever get that chance. With OnPassive, everybody has an equal playing field. You can't buy your way into the top, right? Everybody starts at the same point. It doesn't matter if you're a guru, it doesn't matter if you're a marketer, it doesn't matter if you're a millionaire, it doesn't matter any of this at all. Everybody starts at the same place. And that is one of the benefits of this business, because you rise to the top, not by how much money you've got, but how much effort you put into the company. And that is why the people who are at the top, like yourself, Tyra, is because of the amount of effort that you have put in over the months for the good and benefit of this company. And that's why people know you. That's why people know many, many people, because of what they do for the company.
Exactly. Well, on that note, we're going to bring it to an end. And, the takeaway is always, how can I say this? I always kind of run it through in my mind. What did we take from this? And, your logo in the back, just to me, says it all. I love OnPassive. And folks, if you haven't checked this out, I really recommend you looking into it, because it is truly a life-changing company. It's not something we've ever seen out there. And the points Red has made is just amazing. You will truly win by joining OnPassive. So Red, once again, thank you so much for taking time today. It was wonderful. And everyone else, thank you for watching. Have a super day.